In this video, I'll be walking you through how to complete the challenge missions for Hurricane. You'll start the tutorial missions that teach you the basics. Make sure you know how to activate all the abilities as best as possible, as the full kit is used in the challenge phases. A couple key parts are that your main gun will one-shot small enemies in these challenges only if it is at 100% charged. Even a 90% charge will not kill them fully. Also, your turret drones need to be within 200 meters of Hurricane to function properly, so keep this in mind and stay within range for maximum efficiency. They also have a maximum of 3 on the field at any given time, so trying to deploy a fourth one will destroy the first one deployed. The first mission requires you to defeat 23 enemies within the time limit. The key for this one is to charge your main gun to 100% whenever using it to one-shot people. The flyers can be taken down simply, but the tanks on the ground require you to move in closer to shoot them from within their shields. Use your focused emitter whenever there is a big group of enemies in front of you to clear more at once. Using your turret drones or shield can be slightly helpful for the big enemies, but they are not terribly useful here, so don't waste too much time on activating them and just focus on damage and speed. The second mission has you protect a Tricera until you defeat all the enemies. The round starts with a huge amount of enemies dropping down from the sky. They are amazing targets for your focused emitter to clear all at once. Draw fire from the Tricera, deploying turret drones, and your shield can also keep it at full fluid armor. Once the first wave is gone, a bunch of snipers will appear on the far right wall, but a fully charged shot from the main gun is just enough to kill them, so make sure to focus those down as soon as possible while drawing fire with the drones. 2 big axe bots will also spawn, and those should be your next priority. The focused emitter is good for getting them down. Finally, an enemy stego will appear straight ahead and will be doing a ton of damage. Spam all of your abilities to mitigate the damage dealt to the Tricera. Remember, you can take a certain amount of shots from it with your own health pool and shield, effectively making yourself an additional shield. Keep using fully charged shots and focused emitters to take it down swiftly. The third mission requires you to defeat 3 enemy strikers alongside your team. You want to make sure The third mission requires you to defeat 3 enemy strikers alongside your team. You want to make sure to try to keep your teammates alive, because without them it is nearly impossible to kill any of the enemies. Try to notice what enemy your stego has logged on to. Try to notice what enemy your stego has locked onto and focus them down with it. Ideally, you kill their Lumine first, but as long as you can get one down, the rest will die much easier. In my run here, I saw the enemy Panther get separated and saw an opportunity to take it out early. Next, their Welkin, and finally the Lumine. Your whole kit is useful here, and using some of the defensive tricks from last mission can come in handy here. One thing to note is that while fully charged shots are nice for the small one-shottable mobs, in this mission, you can feel free to spam uncharged shots because it will result in a higher DPS to quickly pick off a low health target. The fourth mission is the hardest one in my opinion, and you need to play very well in order to beat it. The most consistent clear method that I found was to start by backing up towards the left pillar while shooting the Welkin from afar to force it into an early ability activation. Once you get behind the pillar, deploy your shield first, and then while still backing up, deploy all 3 of your turret drones. If you set up properly, the Welkin's shield should have just run out before getting to you, and he will be defenseless and stunned by the first turret drone. It will immediately go for a cage attack after, so be ready to parry it back a couple times. You can use the focused emitter to deal great damage to it passively, but it will make your turns slower, so be aware of that. Try to keep spamming your turret drones around so they are always close to you, and keep backing up to put space in between you and the Welkin. Next, the Panther will spawn in, and you deal with it very similarly, though you don't need to use your shield because it has no ranged attacks. Stay close to your turret drones and try to parry as much as possible while using focused emitter off of cooldown. Just like last level, feel free to spam uncharged shots instead of charging them up fully. If you find yourself struggling with this level, it may just be unlucky bot targeting, but I cannot stress enough how much parrying plays a part in beating them. There's genuinely no way to cheese these bots without good, consistent parries, and you can practically beat them up using only parries, so keep that in mind. Finally, the 5th mission has you keep your friendly Luminae alive while it activates beacons. For this first room, go around to each enemy and use point-blank, fully charged shots to take each one out individually. No need for any other abilities here. Shielding actually makes Luminae advance to the second beacon too fast. For the second phase, start by using your focused emitter to immediately clear out a bulk of the small enemies. You want to deal with these first. Keep an eye on the Luminae's health, and use the same methods from the second mission to draw the Tricera's fire and take it out fast. For the final beacon, I recommend dropping shields and drones on the Luminae, then continuing back to get a good wide view and use the focused emitter to take on all of the small enemies. Once they are all gone, your next target is the Aquila on the building ahead. Move back onto the beacons while keeping up drones and shields to mitigate the damage, and used fully charged shots on the stationary Aquila to deal maximum damage. Finally, all that's left is the Falcon, and you can take it out pretty easy with uncharged shots. Congrats! You should now have acquired the Guardian title. Hopefully my tips and tricks were able to help you out on your clears. If you found any other way to beat it, please share them in the comments, and don't forget to drop a like or subscribe for the algorithm. Thanks again for watching, and if you're interested in more clear guides, you might like one of the other videos on screen now.